times before traveling to other planets. But if you can imagine, this thing left the Earth in August of '04, went around the Earth, passed by the Earth once, went around the Sun, went around Venus, around the Sun again, around Venus again, and around Mercury 3 times before it got its feet all right so that it could enter into orbit next month.
Now, Mercury, so much closer to the Sun, what kind of temperatures?
Mama?
Hey,
baby.
There are 2 aspects. One, you're just closer than the Sun, so something like 11 times the radiation that you get here on the Earth. So, but the second problem is this: when you become very close kilometers above the surface, when you're flying that closely above a planet that is extremely hot, the planet is actually radiating the energy out into space. So they've made the orbit in such a way that it only dips down close once every 12 hours as it goes around. So it doesn't have to endure that extreme heat radiating off Mercury itself for very long at a time. The temperature on Mercury on the equator is, in the daylight, is about 420 degrees Celsius.
Oh, balmy.
Yeah, and about minus 180 in the night side. Wow. So extreme temperature ranges.
What are we hoping to learn from this thing?
A lot, because we actually have never sent a spacecraft to visit, to go into orbit around Mercury. Way back in 1974, we sent a spacecraft called Mariner 10, which flew by Venus and then passed by Mercury a couple of times, but they weren't even able to photograph the entire surface because it didn't stop, it didn't go into orbit. So that you can imagine the technology they had back in 1974 was very crude by today's standards.
Yeah, it probably didn't fit in the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah, and didn't have the resolution of the cameras, didn't have a whole bunch of instruments on board. This thing will learn everything from what's the composition of the core of Mercury, what's its tenuous thin atmosphere made of, properties of its magnetic field. They'll learn all kinds of things.
Why does it matter if we know that information?
Oh, that's always a good question. And I think human beings have an interest in learning about everything that we can, and it's a challenge. And the things that we learn from going to Mercury, we do eventually apply the technology elsewhere in our lives. So it's not, is that